Hi, my name is Cheri, and you have come into my Stampin' Up studio. And today I'm going to be showing you some projects, two projects actually, and I'm going to use the Harvest Hellos bundle. And this bundle is part of my free online class in September, and you have until September 13th to be part of it. And there's so much that you can do with it. I'm going to make the two projects today, and I'm going to take just a quick second to show you a few other projects. Some of them you've seen, some of them are new. So this one, there is a tutorial on YouTube for this. This is a little patchwork pumpkin. This one, if you're in the Indianapolis area, is actually one of our September camp projects. This one, there is also a tutorial on YouTube, and it was actually designed to go with, I'm doing sweet treats again today, sweet treat packaging, and this is one that matches. So this was with the Dove white chocolate caramel apple chocolates. So there's that one, and then here's and then there's this one, which is another mercury glass one, and I did it twice. This was, well, I did the tutorial once, but this was just with some pumpkin candies from our orchard, and then I also did one where I put a tea light with it so it could double as a decoration. Let me get those out of the way. And then these are some new ones because we did a demonstrator training event on the weekend, and so we did trades, and we did them with the holiday catalog, so these are new. And I don't have the names on the back of them, or I would tell you who made them. But I love that there's some different color combinations for you to see. So this one again. So if you do my free online class, all you have to do is buy the bundle. And you'll need a couple of different ink pads. And I will put the link to that below. It's a really inexpensive bundle. And then you'll get the links to 3 videos. And they're just like these videos. And they tell you how to make the projects. And then I send you all of like this stuff, like the cardstock and the ribbons and any embellishments that are on the projects. And then you make them along with me. So they're super fun. And I'd love to have you join me. So today, I guess I need my stamps back. I laid them over there. Like I said, we're going to do, these are super quick. Some 2 quick treats, little packaging ideas, because you know, in the fall we all need those. It's so fun to just have some ready and available, and if people stop by, then you can give them to them. So I've got 3 colors of, this just looks like fall on my table. I've got Cajun Craze, some copper, and some pumpkin, and this is all just, you can tell it's just scrap. It's actually, you know, as fall progresses, you can kind of see on your stamp table as the seasons change, as does the colors of cardstock that get built up on your table. So we have a couple of different kinds of ink. Let's do our pumpkin first. For that, I'm just going to use our regular memento pad. This is it. Just, I'm not going to put any words on these. You could if you wanted to. For this one, I'm not. There are cute words in the set, and you could put any of them you wanted. For this, I'm just going to stamp a pumpkin. And you do need to remember when you're stamping these that which direction your punch goes, and it punches up like this. I have the Hey There Pumpkin on it, but I'm not going to use it. Like I said, feel free to. And then I'm just going to do something a little different. Now my hands were clean, and I've already touched a stamp, so lay that aside. I'll color it in a second. Then I'm just going to use a little bit of scrap of this because I want the copper leaf. So to stamp on our foil, you can stamp with memento. It just takes a really long time to dry. And I don't want to wait a really long time in this. And because I did a little zombie card yesterday, my StazOn happens to be laying on my table, so I'm just going to use it since it's here. And here's the little leaf. I think this is really the pumpkin leaf, but I like it better, so I'm going to go with it. And the punch doesn't punch this leaf. But that's okay, I'll just cut it out. It's not big. Can you see that? There you go. Super cute. This big leaf is from our Come to Gather. And next week I'm going to get at least 1 project, maybe 2 with that. And I'm also going to do, I have the gingerbread house, and it's been like, it's sitting over on this side of my table just staring at me like, use me, use me, use me. And it's been killing me because it wasn't part of our holiday training class, and so it's just sitting there, and I haven't used me. So next week, and then this is our new copper pad, and I love it, love it, love it, love it. So for it, I'm going to stamp on my Cajun. And you may ask, how I chose these colors. There's a couple of different ways. One, colors of fall. They were all laying on my table. I didn't have to get up and go over to my ink. Look how pretty that is. It's just pretty, just like that. Super pretty in colors of fall. Even though it's over 90 degrees outside here today, we're having an Indian summer. But the other reason I chose my colors is for the apple project that I'm making. Like I said, I'm making two, a pumpkin and an apple. I'm using these, I've ripped the bag, the Hershey's caramel apple filled milk chocolates. And they're apple-shaped chocolates. And it's, you know, most of the time Stampin' Up! Has a color that goes with these. And this was kind of not anything. It's not red. It may have been one of our old reds, but it's not a current red. But it looks really pretty with the Cajun Craze. And it's more gold. I don't have the gold pad yet. It is coming to me. But right now I have the copper. And the copper looks, again, colors of fall. You know, you mix them all together. So I wanted to do some packaging with this. So let's get these in their package. I'm going to use our clear medium envelopes. We have bags, and I do have bags. They're gusseted, and when I threw these in here, they kind of just all sank to the bottom. I don't want them to sink to the bottom because these are apple shaped, and I want them to look neat and flat and keep their cute little apple shape that matches our cute little apple punch. So the envelopes are actually even cheaper than our bags. So you get 50 of them in a package, and they're not very much. So I'm going to take one, and I'm going to make sure that my top goes backwards. Although on this one, if you were going to fill it fuller than I am, you might really want to make sure. For mine, it doesn't matter as much because I'm only going to put 2 rows. So just take your chocolates. I'm going to do 6. And they have cute little leaves on them as well. That was part of the reason I went with our leaf that had a little bit more shape to it than just the one that punches out of the punch, because these have punch. And just slide them in here. You can get 3 across the bottom if you're using these same chocolates. The Ghirardelli often have some patterns to them in the fall, and those are really yummy chocolates. So you can see in this, as opposed to our gusseted bags, they're just laying nice and flat. So if you really like the person you're giving them to, you can fill them a whole lot fuller. So it just kind of depends on what you're using them for. These would be cute for Thanksgiving, like on a plate if you do a Friendsgiving where it's not as formal as a real Thanksgiving. These would be fun to just put on the plates. So there you go. So then I'm going to fold this over, and you can see now they're just fitting nicely. So I'm going to take the little thing off that would seal. These are for our cards, and you can put your cards in them, and you can mail them if you put a sticker on them or if you write the address on the back. So I'm going to fold this over to where this is going to go down and hold those on. But then I also don't want these to roll around again. So I'm going to take our adhesive, and you can use snail. I still have fuse. If you have fuse, or if you have terrible tape, it holds the bag a little bit better because it's a little bit stronger of an adhesive. So I'm just going to put a strip of it here. And just keep these chocolates nice and secure in here. So there you go. So now we've got those, and they're not going to all fall around, and they're all going to stay right side up. And now let's color our apple. So you could leave it like this, but I'm going to take, because I was trying to match this color a little bit more, because it's kind of a cross between a red and Cajun Craze. So I'm going to take the brush tip of my cherry cobblers. So this is the dark. You don't want to go right on top of that copper because I think it would smear, but you can go right up next to it. So just put a little bit of shading here on these sides. And then take the brush tip of light and just go around it. You don't have to go over the top of the copper, just be careful. And using your blends on colored cardstock, if you've not done that, it's always fun to see kind of what color they turn into. It gives a nice shaded effect. The other thing that's nice about this is when you punch with the punch, there's a ever so slightly bigger area, you know, because normally there's a little bit of white around it. In our case here, there's going to be a little bit of Cajun Grace. So you can see, it's just changed it a little bit. And as it dries, it'll get a little bit lighter. So I'm going to punch all these things at the same time. So now I'm going to do the same thing with my pumpkin. This is the dark pumpkin pie, and this is pumpkin cardstock. So on this one, I'm just going to kind of go here where these stripes are. Just like that. And this one's actually for a child, so you don't want to put too much time into that at all. That's all they care about, right? Because they just want to eat the candy. I'm going to go back to my memento pad. And this set comes with super, super fun jack-o'-lantern face. So we're going to have one little treat that's good for the grown-ups. And then this one is super, super fun for Halloween. So if you have kids that you love in your life that you're not going to get to see on Halloween, this would be really fun to send them. So now we have a jack-o'-lantern. And this is the first project that I've actually used the face. Because it does come in the kit. And if you're sending it, then use that little stamp that says, "Hey there, pumpkin." Because that's super fun. So let's punch these out. Same punch works for both the apple and the pumpkin. And if you are making some recipe cards and you have maybe a peach cobbler, go with one of our lighter colors, and it can be a peach. Just stamp it on something lighter. Now you can see this is dried a little bit lighter. The shading is really pretty. And it's punching out a stem and a leaf. I don't need those, so they're just going to be scrap. I know some people like to save that stuff. I don't, but you can if you want to. Okay, and I'm just going to really quickly cut out this little leaf. And this is why my stack of fall cardstock keep growing, because I just keep tossing them over there. I have a little beautiful thing from Home Goods. It's like a vintage looking paper tray. And I just put my larger pieces of cardstock that are colors of the season, and I just keep putting them there until they're too small anymore to use. So just trim this out. Okay, and I'm not going to color that in because it's pretty just as it is. So let's do our pumpkins first. So I have marshmallow pea pumpkins. Got those at Target too. And then this is our polka dot tulle ribbon, and I could have dyed it, but again, it's for a kid. And they do not care. We're just going to make it look festive, because maybe if you send it to them a few days before Halloween, they can leave it out. And it can be part of their festive decoration. So just loop that around. And then tie a knot here. Like I said, we are going for super simple. I'm going to cover up that Peeps. My snail, because this will hold perfectly fine with this nail. And it's just the right size to get most of that Peeps covered up. I'm not going to do anything fancy with the ribbon. Again, child and Peeps. You're not going to put too much work or too much time into some Peeps. But that's super cute. And okay, let's go back to our apples. Some sticky on my table. And for this one, I am going to make it a little fancier. So if this is for your grandma or your office coworker or for a teacher gift, we're going to go a little bit fancier with this. This is our Sahara Sand woven threads trim. So I want it to be just a little bit longer than my package. You just cut right in between where you can tell the little threads are. And then you can see here it's got this little thread at the bottom, and that's holding all of your tassels together so they don't get all stuck while they're on the roll. So just pull that with your snips and then just pull it apart. And now you have little tassels. So I'm going to take this. I'm just going to put the adhesive straight on my bag, maybe. I don't know, I don't think it's almost gone, but every time I go to use this one, it doesn't work very well. You could do it with any glue. I'm just going to go back and get my fuse. This is why I have fuse on my table from when I did this earlier. Okay, put this on here. I'm going to go just a little bit down. You want to have a little bit of bag up there so you have enough room to mount your apple. And you just kind of wrap those around the corner. Get enough on the end there. There we go. I don't know where my copper leaf has gone. I would ask you if you can see it, but obviously you can't help me. It must be stuck to something. What did I stick it to? Well, you know, sometimes when I'm by myself, I'm like, I didn't get up. Oh, here it is. I know I didn't get up from the table. Let's see if the fuse will work. I mean, the snail will work on this. I see snail in it. And just add your little, I'm gonna get a glue dot and put those down on the edge, just because both of my adhesives are being finicky. But there you go, 2 super quick projects with 1 stamp set and 1 punch, and it's a really economical one. You'll use it for years to come. You can use it in recipe books, recipe cards, and obviously cards and leaf packaging and decorations. I will be doing a candy jar with the Come Together, but you could easily substitute the Come Together suite with this bundle. So there you go. You have until Friday the 13th to be part of my online class, and none of the projects that I've shown you will be part of that, so they'll be all new. So if you have any questions, you can purchase any of this stuff from the links that are down below, or if you're on Facebook, just click over and do the shop now on my website, and you can go there and get all of the stuff that you need to make these at your home. And if you don't have the holiday catalog, let me know and I would be happy to send you one. Those are free and no charge. Have a great day. Bye.